as I've mentioned earlier, that we will have our meeting around 1:30. Unfortunately, sa Tugigaraw po, walang ilaw kanina kaya to go to somewhere else para po maka-join, ay para po may ilaw at may internet connection. So, as I have said earlier po dun sa isang classmate, dun ata sa GC, no? It will be a one-time discussion regarding your intensive nursing practicum orientation. As you will be for the next days to come, you will be kayo po ay mag-aayos ng mga paperworks po ninyo in order for us to start with our practicum per se po. Okay, just let me know, ma'am and sir, if you are able to hear it or may maingay po sa background po. Okay, ayusin ko lang saglit. Hello, naririnig niyo po ulit? Para i-shift ko na lang po yung aking slide po. Okay, thank you, Ma'am
Clear,
Carol.
ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am and sir. So, good morning once again. So today po, I will be tackling with you our intensive nursing practicum orientation for the short-term school year 2023-2024 po. No, the course code sa ating pong lahat is G21. And the course title, Intensive Practicum, which is a 6-unit po. Okay? This is, actually po, ma'am and sir, I will be removing the secondary kasi once we had our PAASCO accreditation and CHED monitoring po, it was stated in there that secondary hospitals is now being eliminated as part of the placement of our practicum kasi this is a master's degree, hence we have to make sure that the skills that we need to gather should be gotten from a tertiary hospital po. Yan po ang naging recommendations ng PAASCO natin noon. So in the tertiary hospitals po, catering adult patients with DM, your cardiovascular diseases, your cancer patients, and those in need of critical and emergency care po. It means to say po, depende po sa pupuntahan niyo pong hospital, which is any tertiary hospital, like for example, the CBMC, the RT2 TMC po, you will be catering patients with who are adults and with diabetes mellitus, have problems with their cardiovascular, or a cancer patient. Baka mamaya magro-rotate po kayo sa iba't ibang areas just so to cater patients such as this po. So for our course description po, the intensive practicum is a capstone course. So it is expected that at the end of your intensive nursing practicum practice po, there will be a public lecture. Hindi po siya defense type. Parang you're just going to state po ano po yung mga naging activities nyo and show us po yung evidences that you really handled your patient po. Okay? So the intensive practicum course, this experience allows us, the students or the MSN students, to work with and observe by their nursing mentors and experts po. So the objectives include assessment of professional development, stepping stones to career advancement. So in this, the capstone course is designed to provide students with an opportunities to integrate and apply your previously learned knowledge and skills sa online class natin, sa face-to-face classes natin, in a 200-hour practicum care nursing role. So approximately, if you will be doing your intensive practicum, this will be around 28 days po. Kung 8 hours a day, I think it will run around 32 days po. So for 12 hours duty, most probably mga 28 or lesser number of days po. So this will be, during your practicum po, you will have to have your own head na titingin po or mag-oversee lang po sa inyo. But then again, you get to work independently, no, with their supervision po. So during your practicum as well, this will provide you, the students po, the avenue to maximize clinical and professional learning. So I understand na hindi po, if I am not mistaken po, hindi po lahat ay inclined ngayon sa hospital settings, or maybe nandun sila sa area ng academe, also dun sa iba't ibang areas na pwede pang i-oversee or i-cover po ng nursing profession natin. But in the intensive practicum po, you will be executing your skills in the clinical areas po. And meron pong mag-oversee na head po sa inyo. Okay? So, but not all the time that they have to be there with you for the whole 28 days. Maybe for the first day po, magkakaroon po ng orientation regarding the hospital policies, etc., etc. Tapos yung mga areas kung saan po kayo ma-expose po. Okay? This program views clinical training as a central component of its objectives to develop highly competent professional nurses. So the practicum experiences provide the opportunity for the graduate students to integrate their knowledge of theory and practice. So dito po, if you have observed for the longest time during your MSN education po, lagi nating napapansin, bakit kaya lagi nating nag-integrate po tayo ng mga research activities. So dito po, mas lalo natin pwedeng ma-enhance po yung ating mga skills, yung ating knowledge na nakuha during our lectures per se, dito po sa areas when we will be having your intensive practicum po. Okay? As the description of the learners, you as the affiliates have of course finished their Bachelor of Science in Nursing, coming from the different universities and colleges in the Philippines. And prior to practicum, you have successfully undergone the 4 semesters of the didactic with emphasis on adult health nursing, including the concept of patho-phy, cardio, onco, and DM po, all of which they have complied with and met the requirements. So ibig pong sabihin, when you are attending the intensive nursing practicum class po, you have already undergone your 4 semesters of didactics. Ibig sabihin, lahat po ng mga other subjects po ay natapos nyo na, kasi this will be the last 2 subjects that you will be taking, your intensive nursing practicum course and your comprehensive exam po. So after that, congratulations na po sa inyong lahat. Okay? So the description of the learners as well is, syempre, physically fit, emotionally fit, spiritually and psychologically healthy, and capable of coping with the demands of hospital work. So why are we discussing this one po? Kasi during your public lecture, once you're done with your intensive practicum clinical experience po, meron po tayong i-compile na book. Okay, and all of these are being included or is included po in your book to be submitted as part of your requirement for the subject intensive practicum. Dito po kasama po ito sa ginegradean po din namin. So your intensive practicum has 3 components of your grading system: your actual documentation, your public lecture, and also the grades po na binibigay ng inyong preceptor po. Yung mga heads po ninyo sa hospital na mag-oversee po sa inyo when you will be when you will be doing your intensive practicum po. Saglit lang po. Okay. Next. Okay, the practicum is equivalent to 6 units or 200 hours po of clinical duty. Now, this clinical hours is expected to complete, involving 8 hours, or depende po kung ano ang ibibigay po sa inyo ng hospital, or kung ano po yung allowable time na meron kayo. Okay lang po yun. As long as there will be a documentation stating kung ilang hours ang practicum nyo per day, at saka yung days ng practicum ninyo. This has also been emphasized in the previous semesters, kasi meron po tayong mga mga students before na they are, until now po pala, they are actually in the hospital settings po. So, ang lagi naming tinitignan po dito is that we need to make sure that the working hours and the intensive practicum hours will be outside po nung regular working hours nyo. Ibig sabihin, iba po yung araw na nagtatrabaho kayo, iba din po yung araw na nag-intensive practicum kayo as part of you being a student of the MSN po. Ganun po siya. So there will be a proper documentation regarding your scheduling in the hospital po. Needed din po ito once you will be submitting your MOA. Okay, discuss natin yung MOA later on. Okay, the affiliation agency, as I have stated kanina, the secondary hospital has now been removed po. Okay, so within the region po, within here, Tuguegarao City, ang meron lang po tayo na tertiary hospital po is CVMC in Nueva Vizcaya. Tama po yung mga taga Nueva Vizcaya po dyan, the R2TMC or the Regional Trauma Center, or if you wish, you can also have your intensive practicum at Baguio. Meron din po atang tertiary hospital doon, as long as meron po tayong memorandum of agreement prior to the deployment of the practicumers. Okay, so in here the affiliation agency therefore should cater also adult health patients. And that concerns also yung mga pasyente po nila, the hospital that you will be deployed to, okay, must cater, okay, adult patients with cardiovascular problems, oncology, DM, and other rare adult conditions po. So, minsan pwede rin or madalas, pwede rin po kayong ma-expose sa critical areas, ICU, or sa emergency care unit po. Okay? Next. As I have stated before earlier po, meron tayong mga students po, MSN students na currently employed sa hospital po. So you are allowed as long as yung hospital na pinagtatrabahuan nyo po ay tertiary hospital. And in the event na may tertiary hospital po ito, yun nga, yung ina-explain ko kanina that the working hours should be outside with your affiliating hours po, your practicum experience hours po. Okay, and a memorandum of agreement po, or the MOA, okay, the memorandum of agreement should be forged between the university and the affiliating agency po. Last semester, I had a lot of problem encountered dito sa regarding sa MOA. Kasi supposedly po, when we give the sample MOA, sample pa lang po ang pinag-uusapan natin mga ma'am and sirs ha. When I give you the sample MOA, you get to read the content of the MOA. Tapos, ang gagawin po dyan, you change kung ano po yung mga important details po. Like for example, the name of the agency or the hospital agency. Kung sino po yung susulatan natin. Is it the director? Kung sino po yung pwedeng mag-witness po. And then, hindi po to agad pinapapirma. Okay? We have to make sure po na yung conditions po ng school, mag-a-agree din po yung condition ng affiliating agency. Okay? So ganito po, may mga bumabalik po na MOA sa amin kasi po may mga addendum na gustong ipatupad ng mga affiliating agency. It's okay po, no? As long as mag-agree yung both parties po. Okay? So sinasabi ko rin ito kasi for those of you within the city, you get to work out po with your MOA. Kayo po ang maglalakad ng MOA ninyo. But kung kunwari, ma'am, pwedeng papadaan na lang po kay father, okay lang po yun. Sa una, checking muna. We submit it through online when every party has agreed already doon sa conditions ng MOA. Then mag-proceed din po tayo sa signing of the MOA. And then once the signing of the MOA is done, then pwede na po siyang isubmit sa affiliating agency. Tapos kailangan na pong malaman and identify kung sino ang magiging preceptor ninyo. If ever may fees, kung magkano ang fees. And yung schedule po ng inyong intensive nursing practice po. Okay? So next. Ito na ako. Okay, during your practicum, meron po tayong preceptor na mag-o-observe po sa inyo. Bakit? Kasi sa unang-una, i-orient niya po muna kayo regarding the affiliating hospital. And then, after which, sasabihin niya kung, or magdi-discuss kayo, or ibibigay niya po sa inyo yung terms and conditions ng hospital or ng affiliating hospital kung saan po kayo pwedeng mag-practicum or areas na pwede kayo mag-practicum. And then, okay, magpapaalam po kayo kasi you will be doing a documentation of your actual practicum po. Okay? So dito po, after your practicum kasi, sabi ko nga magkakaroon po tayo ng public lecture and you will be presenting to us the things that you were able to do during your practicum po. And lagi po namin ina-emphasize dito is your advancement of your knowledge and practices. Ano po ba, di ba, we are all nurses, but ano po ba yung mga advanced features during the practicum na natakal po ninyo? Kasi po, in the paperworks, meron po tayong mga objectives na kailangan nating i-achieve. And for yung last sem po kasi, they were discussing about, like for example, we were able to take the vital signs, we were able to take the monitor of the client, mga ganon. And those are the actual na ginagawa ng nurses. But what we are looking for are the advanced knowledge and advanced practices that you were able to do during your practicum experience po. So ganon po siya. Okay? The nursing practicum experience places emphasis on engaging in activities to apply practical use of learned theories. So, it's like an advancement or it's like yung mga bagong ma-expose na naman po sa hospital and yung dati na po, okay? Kasi ito yung magiging mostly tinatanong. All those times they were working in the hospital, but ano po yung hindi nyo pa nagawa or pwede nyo pong ma-share? Kasi sabi ko nga, this is not a, hindi po ito defense na kailangan kailangan yung depensahan kung bakit ito lang at ito lang yung mga nagawa nyo. It's a case-to-case basis depending on the days ng practicum nyo, kung ano po ba yung na-experience nyo during those times. No? So during your, once you're done with your practicum, you will get to show to us and explain to us kung ano yung mga care na nabigay po ninyo, advanced care na nabigay po ninyo, advanced learning that you were able to apply po during the practicum. So, ganun po siya. And then, wait lang. Ito pong briefing orientation, sabi ko nga kanina, it will be a one-time orientation for everybody po. Kasi the things that I will be discussing with you is just how we do about with your paperworks, ano po yung mga guidelines na kailangan nating i-accomplish. Aside from your MOA or Memorandum of Agreement po, magsasubmit din po tayo ng letter of intent. Okay, this is a formal letter forwarded to the institution stating that you, as the nursing practicum students, would like, okay, to have their practicum po doon sa hospital nila. This will be attached with your memorandum of agreement po. Okay? A proper communication and arrangement from the institution or hospital or students are informed of their respective areas of assignment. So prior to the deployment po, kailangan alam na po natin kung saang area po tayo, ano ang mga dates kung kailan tayong pwede mag-duty. Are we allowed to do 8 or 12 hours duty? Nakalagay po lahat yan sa ating letter of intent and also sa memorandum of agreement. Okay? On the first day po of the hospital of your intensive practicum, an orientation should be conducted. Okay, it depends on the hospital po kasi yung last sem po hindi kami nakahawak ng anybody who had their experience or practicum experience in CVMC and R2TMC. Mostly ang pinagkuhanan po kasi nila ng intensive practicum nila was the Divine Mercy, De Leon, and yung other, yung nasa ibang bansa po. Okay? So dito po, meron po talaga silang preceptor or your head or it's like a training officer na magsasabi po sa kanila or mag-orient sa kanila regarding the hospital policies, the rules and regulations, what are the do's and don'ts, at ano po yung mga pwede nilang gawin at pwede nilang maitulong during the said practicum experience po. Okay? This should also be documented po. Okay, and a part of your documentation is also to state kung ano at sino yung mga taong involved during your orientation. And also, if there are post-conferences, okay, na may mga conflicts ba kayong na-arise during your, may mga conflicts ba kayong na-experience during your exposure. Isa po ito sa mga pinag-uusapan after your or re-evaluation of your intensive practicum experience po. Okay? Prior to exit from the affiliating hospital, the designated supervising officer shall conduct an individual exit interview with the affiliates. So I will be giving your supervisors or your ang tawag mo dito, I will be giving your supervisors an evaluation form po. Under your evaluation form, i-grade po nila. Sila po ang mag-grade sa inyo regarding your how you did your intensive practicum, how well were you get to be oriented with the hospital policies, and paano po kayo nakipag-interact sa patient nyo. Okay, I will show you the sample po of your grading, yung format po nung ibibigay natin doon sa supervisor ng hospital, kung saan doon po sila magbe-base sa pagbigay po or pag-assess po sa inyo. Okay? Target competencies of the nursing practicum students are, number 1, safe and quality nursing care, okay, management of resources and environment, health education, legal responsibility, ethico-moral responsibility, communication, personal and professional development, and your quality improvement and record management, collaboration and teamwork. So in short, 9 target competencies ito. Okay? With regards to your competencies po, your target competencies, okay, meron po kasi tayong forms na gagayahin po, pero kayo po ang maglalagay ng mismong competencies na nakuha nyo po during your intensive practicum experience. Like for example po, meron po tayong key areas na safe and quality nursing care. So hindi po kami ang magbibigay ng mga incidents na ito. Kayo po ang magpo-provide doon sa paper natin, tapos i-discuss nyo po at the end of your intensive practicum experience on the public lecture kung ano po yung mga na-experience nyo dito. Okay? This is just in sharing nung last sem na na in public lecture nila. Under safe and quality nursing care, isa or dalawa lang po yung na-experience nila. Ito yung madalas na kinu-question po ng ating mga panelists or ng ating members, okay, of the panelists. Kasi parang ang nangyayari, yung safe and quality nursing care, you are doing this actually as a nurse per se. Okay? But when you had your intensive practicum as Masters of Science students, okay, dapat mas na-enhance po or mas na-elaborate or mas marami pa sana kayong pwedeng ma-explain tungkol dito. Same it goes through with your other competencies po. Okay? So ganun po yung gusto nilang makita later on. What were the advanced knowledge and skills that you were able to gain during your intensive practicum? Kayo po ang maglalagay po dyan. And please do note that you are not allowed to get answers po. I mean, you can get answers sa ChatGPT, pero hindi po siya yung end toto. Kasi at the end of your presentation po, once your papers is being submitted, niraran po natin po ito for your flag scan. Okay? All throughout naman, no? I think when you had your MSN program po, lahat po ng documents nyo niraran siya for plagiarism. Okay? So at the end of your 200-hour practicum, given actual situations involving the client, the affiliates will be able to, so ito yon, profess transcultural caring attributes. So how are you going to discuss this? Kung ano po yung mga na-experience nyo during your practicum days. Okay? Paano po kayo nakipag-interact with your client, with the different culture? Okay, paano nyo naintindihan ng isa't isa? Ito po yung mga i-discuss nyo po dito. Okay? Apply progressive knowledge and skills to develop, implement advanced nursing roles in specialized areas. Okay, hindi po lahat ay pwedeng nakafocus lang sa ICU. Tapos, during your intensive practicum, it was your first time, okay, nakita nyo kung ano ang setup ng ICU, kunwari ganon. So what are the advanced skills or knowledge that you were able to gain or develop doon sa area na yon? Kung dati pa, marunong tayong gumamit ng IP, ngayon, ano naman? Ano pa yung pwede nating makita doon na pwedeng makatulong po sa atin when it comes to advancing our knowledge and skills? Okay? Rationally apply the nursing process to those cared for. Your nursing care plan, you will be showing also kasi magkakaroon po tayo ng patient po dito na magiging, it's like your case. Okay? Para po siyang sa BSN po na you will be presenting a case study for this. What are the nursing interventions that you have given? What are the medications? Tapos, the nursing responsibilities ng giving your medications, ganun po. Okay? Utilize technology to advance the nursing profession in the Philippines. Okay, so kung dati, ang ginagamit lang po natin, injection. Now, we have here the injection pump. We have the IP. What else? Yung mga advanced technology na nakita nyo doon sa hospital or affiliating hospital that you were able to gain more knowledge on not just using it on, but the purpose of it. Okay? Demonstrate leadership to positively influence and develop the development, implementation, and evaluation of health policy and healthcare delivery. So actually po dito, okay, may mga instances po tayo na mga MSN students po natin ay hindi actually nakikipag-usap sa mga heads, mga ganon. But they get to interact with them at some point. So pwede po nilang i-discuss dito kung were they able to kung nakipag-interact sila, ano po yung mga points na binigay sa kanila ng supervising officer ng hospital na ito na pwedeng magsabi na okay, pwede ka siguro mag-suggest sa mga sa mga nurses natin kung ano yung i-delegate yung task, something like that. So kayo po ang mag-i-explain po dito kung ano po yung ginawa nyo during your intensive nursing practicum. Okay? Stimulate multidisciplinary collaboration towards the improvement of healthcare delivery, education, research, and service. Okay, do we collaborate with one another? Oo naman po, no? So how did we collaborate with the co-nurses? How did we collaborate with the other staffs of the hospital? You get to discuss this in this area po of competency. Next. Sana po. Okay, develop engagement in scientific inquiries and research for the improvement of nursing profession in the Philippines. So, meron po bang instances na na-experience nyo na bago sa inyo yung disease na ganito? And then you get to ask a lot of questions with to your supervisor po, or you get to do a research about this disease. Okay? Tapos, pwede nyo po siyang i-share. It's like meron po tayo dito activities sa school natin na ganito. We get a research paper or a journal. Okay? Tapos ida-dissect natin siya, tapos isa-share natin siya sa mga kapwa nurses po natin. Ito po yung ginagawa natin dito. Or you can do more. Okay? Depende nga po sa sitwasyon kung paano kayo how will you do about with your day-to-day activities in the affiliating hospital. Okay, update self and colleagues in the profession of the trends within the realms of nursing and the entire healthcare system. During your intensive practicum program, were you able to attend seminars na pinrovide ba ng hospital? Kasi dito po, meron pong naglagay before, no, I attended seminars, pero yung seminars na inattend na is the online seminars. So what are we discussing po, dear? Update self and colleagues in the profession of trends is if kung nag-offer ba ang hospital ng seminars, webinars, or anything na pwedeng mag-update po sa atin, so yun, kung naki-join po kayo dito. Okay? And then, transcend the caring experience within and between nurses and those cared for. So ano po ba yung paraan natin kung paano natin sinishare yung ating caring experience sa kapwa natin nurses and those that to our patient po, and utilize both evidence-based practice and competency-based approaches in addressing issues related to and affecting the nursing profession, and also integrate advanced knowledge and skills to provide high-quality care for individuals, families, and population groups. So these are the 11 competencies, okay, 11 pala to. 11 competencies that na ita-target po natin during the course of your intensive nursing practicum. Okay? So, hindi lang po tayo yung basta pumasok na lang po. Kasi, sabi ko nga, you will be doing a documentation of this to show us that you really had your practicum and that you were able to handle po patients. Okay? So, next, after the affiliates have completed their clinical duty, they will be asked to share their experiences through your public lecture, and the presentation of the affiliates will be according to each affiliating agency. So, kunwari, meron po tayo yung within the region. Okay, sila Sir EJ, sino pa yung nasa within the region natin? Saglit mag-admit. Okay, sila Sir EJ, sino pa ang within the region natin? Si Ma'am Binasoy, okay, yan yung pangayan. Pwede po sila, kung sila po yung unang natapos na with their affiliation po, they can now get a schedule for your public lecture. Okay? Hindi nyo na po kailangan mag-antay kasi okay po, the short term offers your intensive nursing practicum course and also your comprehensive exam. If matapos nyo po yung 28 to 30 days of duty nyo po, okay, then after that, pwede na po kayong mag-present and then you will be scheduled for comprehensive exam. And by August, pwede na po namin i-include po kayo sa list of graduating students. Ganun po siya. Okay? There will be fees sa public lecture. I think it's 2,560. You get to pay that. And then 3 panelists will be asked to join with us during your presentation po. Okay? For the grading system naman po, the intensive practicum experience report will cover the documentation will cover the 40% of your grade, and under the documentation, we have the intensive practicum experience report, the journal, and the case report. So dito po talagang i-discuss nyo kung paano nyo hinawakan yung patient nyo, ano po yung mga interventions na binigay nyo, what are the nursing care plans, the medication or the drug study. Okay? So this will be discussed during your public lecture. Area evaluation, ito po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo that I will be giving the supervisor po a matrix kung paano nila kayo i-evaluate or the evaluation form, kung saan areas po kayo magaling, kung saan areas po kailangan nyo pang i-enhance, something like that. And also, 20% of your grade will cover the public lecture po. How well will you present or how well will you be going to present your paper po. Okay? So yan po yung composition po ng grading system po natin. Next, the grading system and the evaluation tools which will be provided to your supervisor will be graded with a scale of 4, 3, 2, 1, outstanding, satisfactory, unsatisfactory, and poor. Tapos ito po, sinasubmit po nila ito sa akin po. Okay? Kapag po nila, pag nasubmit na nila, I will be doing the grading system, the computation of your grades, considering ito, okay, the percentage of each criteria. Okay? And yung kanina nga, sabi ko, as part of your grading system na ibibigay namin sa supervisor nyo, your evaluation tool will consist of the following. Under the knowledge, we have 4 parts. Okay? The skills, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, gigradean po nila kayo dyan, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attitude and the overall performance. Yan lang po. Okay, skills, naulit lang siya. Okay. Next, after your intensive practicum, the affiliate will be required to submit. Okay, part of the requirement will be the submission of all of this. Okay, to be compiled po. Okay, tapos itong nasa appendices nyo, your signed rotational plan, kailangan po ito, your MOA. Pero dito po sa Practicum Experience Proposal Plan, it's like a book. You will be submitting a book. Okay? Iko-compile nyo po yung lahat ng documentations nyo, yung case reports ninyo. Iko-compile nyo po siya, tapos ipapa-bookbind. Okay? Evaluation part of your appendices will be your signed rotation plan, your evaluation of area supervisors, receipt of intensive practicum fee to be provided by the affiliating agency, your DTR or your signed daily time record, and of course, your completion of certificate po. Okay? At the end of your practicum, kailangan meron pong ibigay ang affiliating hospital na certificate of affiliation po, signifying that you're done with your intensive practicum and that you are finished with the 200 hours of intensive practicum courses. Okay? So after that, pag okay na po lahat na ito, then you're good to go for your comprehensive examination. Relax na lang, then tapos na po ang MSN po natin. Okay, that's all. Any questions po that you'd like to clarify or to ask further? May tanong po, may katanungan po. Sir EJ, may tanong? Yes, Ma'am Krisha Satsatin.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, good afternoon.
Yes,
I would
good
like to ask na po regarding those students po na abroad po. So, is there any criteria po ba doon sa hospital na kailangan po namin pag-affiliation?
Actually, itong part na ito, yung outside the Philippines mo, medyo mahirap po yung criteria nila dyan. Kasi, nasaan po kayo located ngayon, Ma'am Krisha? Middle East or
KSA, ma'am,
US?
Saudi Arabia. Yes, ma'am, Middle East.
Middle East. Kasi, ang nagiging problem po namin dito, like for example, we had a practicumer from Canada po. Okay? Hindi pwedeng pumirma ang director nila ng MOA kasi they need to pay a lump sum with regards doon sa kailangan silang bayaran na fee, and the amount ng fee ay ang nagre-request pa binabato nila sa school. So yun yung mga nagiging problema namin last sem. Now, Ma'am Krisha, for those outside Philippines po, as long as the hospital will allow you to have your practicum, okay lang po sa amin. Basta meron po tayong Memorandum of Agreement signed, Letter of Intent signed, and also magpapakita ka rin po sa amin ng rotation po or your schedule of activities po or your dates of your practicum po. Now, if you will be having your intensive practicum kung saan po kayo affiliated at the moment, then you will also provide us a document na ito po yung working hours nyo, then ito po yung magiging sistema po ninyo for your intensive practicum po. Yun po.
Okay, ma'am. Noted, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions po? May gusto po ba kayong i-clarify, itanong? Kasi ang most likely na magiging work lang po natin dito will be the MOA. And yung pipiliin nyo na hospital po. So within Tuguegarao, we have CVMC. Outside, we have the Regional Trauma Center. And we also have the Baguio po. Yon. I think kanina may nag-message din sa akin regarding those outside the Philippines po. Ma'am Carol?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon
Yes, Ma'am
po.
Carol. O, ito na po. You can have the floor po. Para yung questions mo, baka parehas din po sa iba. Para isang sagutan na lang po natin. May tanong pa po tayo, Ma'am Carol.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes po, good afternoon.
One of the query that I raised a while ago, ma'am, is regarding the MOA po. So it was answered na po.
Yes.
Okay na po yan. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay na po tayo doon. I
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
providing you with a sample MOA.
Mhm.
Okay, I will be providing you with a sample MOA po, ma'am and sirs. Tapos, titignan nyo lang kung okay po doon sa affiliating hospital natin. And then, if there is an addendum, pwede po tayo maglagay lang doon. But then, again inuulit ko po, ma'am and sir, once I provide you with your MOA, wag po kayong proceed na kasi ngayon lang po kami may oras magpapirma na kayo agad. Kasi chine-check din po natin yung content ng MOA po natin. Okay, tama po ba yung signatories natin? Tama po ba kung kanino natin ina-address yung letter? Mga ganun po. Okay po? Any other questions po? Sir EJ? Yes, Ma'am Evelyn?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon.
Itatanong ko lang po regarding dun sa rotation. Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
necessary po, ma'am, na magro-rotate kami sa different areas o pwedeng isang area na po yung the whole na practicum po namin? Let's take for example po adult medical ward. Doon na po kami for 28 days for example, or kailangan po naming mag-rotate din sa ICU, sa ER, ganun po.
Yes, ma'am. You need to also rotate in the different areas po. Kasi 'di ba, yung as per the discussion kanina po, kailangan ma-enhance po. Kasi kung naka-focus lang po tayo sa medical ward po, okay, what about your skills na pwede po nating makuha sa ICU setup, sa ER setup? Pwede pong ganon. You have 28 days naman po. Okay, if you will be exposed in, like for example, ER, medical, ICU, onco, pwede nyo naman pong i-divide po yung 4 areas sa 28 days po.
Okay po, ma'am. So,
That would be
i-indicate
7 days. No, I
Okay.
think 7 days is good enough para po makakuha tayo ng mga advanced informations or knowledge and skills doon sa area na po yun. Kasi kung magko-concentrate lang po kasi tayo sa area, well, it is true that there is a consistency and of care po or your continuous care to our client. Iba pa rin po kasi kapag mas na-expose tayo doon sa mga areas na bihira pong na-expose ng isang nurse. Ganun po.
So, i-indicate po namin lahat ng possible areas na gusto
Yes,
namin
ma'am.
pag-rotatean doon sa intent letter namin, ma'am.
No, it will be the supervisor or the affiliating hospital who will be informing you kung saang area lang po kayo pwede. Ganon po.
Thank you po.
Okay po. So you get to identify kung sino po ang magiging supervisor po ninyo doon sa affiliating hospitals po, mga ma'am and sir, ha? Hindi po kami ang magpo-provide. Kung kunwari may inquiries lang po kayo sa side ng USL, kunyari kailangan nyo po magpakita daw, okay, pupunta po ako dyan, no worries po. Pero pagdating po sa hospital area, kung sino po yung makakausap po ninyo sa training office, na magiging supervisor po ninyo, siya po din ang mag-guide, magtutour at magpo-provide po ng grades po ninyo or ng evaluation po ninyo. Understood po? Okay, Ma'am Evelyn. Thank you. May tanong pa po. For those outside Philippines po, minsan nagme-message po sila, magkakaiba po kasi ang oras natin, no? I hope you understand that it's not all the time pag nagme-message po kayo, you get an immediate answer po. But eventually, sabi ko nga, may mga intentional ako na hindi binabasa kasi pag nabasa ko, nakakalimutan ko nang mag-reply po sa kanila later on. So if it can wait, saka ko siya i-read para makapag-reply po ako. But please don't hesitate to ask questions or inquiries po regarding your intensive nursing practicum. As much as possible, sana matapos nyo na siya within the SEM para po by August, pwede na po tayong July. July, we can have our comprehensive exam, and then August, we will have po our short-term graduation po. Ganon. Yes, Ma'am Carol.
Ma'am, if ever po, as you mentioned po, if ever po hindi namin matapos within this span, pwede
Yes.
po bang ma-extend pa po namin yung time for that matter, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Pwede naman po. Pwede naman po siya. Pero wag nyo na lang po siyang i-extend hanggang next year pa. You can extend it until next sem po. Kasi yun na yung isa sa mga dilemma po ng mga po natin na nagte-take ng intensive practicum. Kasi di ba working po sila. So paano nila mapagkakasya yung 28 days na duty nila in just 2 months, parang ganon. So paano naman yung work nila? So kayo po ang magde-design kung paano ang magiging practicum nyo as long as when you finish your 200 hours, okay, when you're done with your 200 hours, then we can proceed na with the next step po. Pero hanggat hindi pa po siya matatapos, then we prolong it for the next semesters. You just let us know hanggang kailan po, ma'am, kasi ay yung sa MOA po ninyo, your memorandum of agreement, there is only a designated date and span. Okay, may span of time din po yung sa MOA ninyo. Like for example, you will get to have your intensive practicum within 6 months. So kapag po done na yung 6 months doon sa MOA nyo, magpapagawa na naman po tayo ng panibagong MOA. So kayo po ang mag-design as to when nyo possible na nakikita ang sarili nyo na matapos po ninyo yung intensive practicum course, considering your working hours or mga more equally important matters. May tanong pa po? Sino po yung magkakaparehas ng location po? I think meron tayo from Nueva Vizcaya. Wala.
Yes, ma'am, kami po. Bali, 8
Ma'am
po
Evelyn,
kami.
ilan po kayo? 8?
8 po kami, ma'am. Plus, may dalawa pa pong sa Lubris, I think. Bali, 10 po.
Yeah.
10 po.
Oo, kasi meron akong student from last sem and he inquired about waiting na lang sa inyo para as one na lang daw po ata ang nyo for the intensive practicum. Sabi ko, pwede naman, but previously kasi secondary hospital was admitted or pwede kang kumuha ng intensive practicum in a secondary hospital. Pero ngayon po, hindi na. So yun lang ang magiging problem. I don't think, maybe it's a slight problem lang po. Lalong-lalo na if, ayun nga, nabanggit ko din po pala, no, we have already a finalized MOA from the R2TMC kasi meron po akong intensive practicum student last sem. Doon siya nag-practicum. So we were able to communicate with the nursing services ng R2TMC. Nagbigay po sila ng revised MOA po. If you need that, if you want to have your intensive practicum sa regional focus center, then we can use the MOA that they have provided us. I hope. May tanong pa po. With regards naman sa CBMC po, currently kasi USL po is also having their affiliation po, the undergraduate. So nung nag-submit po din ako ng rotational plan ng undergraduate po, nagtanong din ako kung ano yung mga requirements for our MSN if you wish to have your intensive practicum there. Nakapagbigay naman na po sila ng mga requirements for submission po. But still, okay, we will have to establish another MOA kasi iba po ang MOA ng BSN sa MSN po. May mga tanong pa po, ma'am and sir. Kung at the moment, wala pa. Tapos if in the course of doing your paperwork or application of your MOA, meron po kayong ma-encounter na problems or you wanna ask for any clarifications, please don't hesitate po to leave a message po. Sasagutin ko naman po yan. Sir Christian, Ma'am Princess, Sir Alexis, Ma'am Patricia, any other questions po? Those living outside the Philippines po? Yes, Ma'am
Good
Patricia.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, so far ma'am, okay pa naman po. Pag may follow-up na lang po, ma'am.
Tama yan. Kasi
Thank you, ma'am.
yan yung mga din ng mga previous, there's no questions at the moment kasi yun nga dinidiscuss lang naman as to how the intensive practicum course is being done. But in the long run, habang nag-a-apply po ng documents or your paperwork, dito po yung maraming bumabalik-balik. So anyways, if there will be questions or clarifications, sabi ko nga, please don't hesitate to message me po. Okay?
Thank you po, ma'am.
Yes, thank you din po. Any other questions po from the group? Ma'am Ann, Ma'am Christine, may tanong po. Ma'am Jennifer, Ma'am Leia. Wala naman na? Okay, so that would be all for today po. I will be